Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Airstreamers, where you never know which stream will ride. Thanks for being here. I don't know if you can hear me. I can barely hear myself. But here we are, episode 515, and I'm going to cast some spells.
This is very official.
I know, look at it.
Very official.
Can you hear me? I'm not going to say like this for a while, but can you hear me?
It just sounds very, very muffled.
But you can hear me.
I mean, I can hear you. Yeah. I don't know if they can hear us.
Look, I have eyes.
Wait,
we're back.
I mean, it's a legit costume. I thought you can't wear masks at school, though.
Oh, well, the kids can. I'm going to wear it for 5 seconds and just
okay.
Done.
Well, just don't cause any trouble.
Yeah.
Folks, it is so good to be back. I am a ladybug devil. Dr. House. It doesn't really show. Okay, I didn't even know we were doing costumes today, but
okay, so wait, there's
so much to talk about.
This
also,
right
I really love these gloves though.
Okay, I'm putting everything away because I need to stream.
Yeah, take the mask off. I missed you guys so much. And I'm gonna get through thanking everybody for all of the support. But
wait, I don't know how to take this off.
I could be Sebastian Paul. Oh my God.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you have lipstick on.
Just a little rouge.
Yeah, a little purple.
Actually, it's purple. Yeah, I found it just before. Came from Lady Champagne Bubbles.
It's very nice.
Thanks. And Patsy said I have a collection of makeup that I could have done this, just paint my face for school. Listen, here's the deal. And I told my students this. I am absolutely in no way, shape, or form waking up early to do extra work before the day. So this is it. This is just a little jacket. The mask, we're done. Yeah, that's it.
Becky done.
I wasn't even going to do anything today. My real plan, what I wanted to do was me be, what's her face?
Lady Gaga.
No, Adam's Family.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Yeah, so Elizabeth Adams.
Yeah.
And you were going to be who?
Gomez Adams.
Okay, Gomez Adams. At least you got that one right. But that didn't happen. That's just not, there's no way. Look at my teeth. They're nice and clean, or straight.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here, folks, and this has been a crazy week or so. Katie, I 1,000% agree we need to give giveaway selfie with the costumes on. So in a moment, I will put my face back on. Thank you, Chrissy. Yes, that's it, Chrissy. Mama's tired. You get what you get and you don't get upset. I told him honestly. I was like, no, thank you.
I put this as a label as an AMA because I figured like if people have questions about it, it sort of is technically an AMA. And so we should get credit for doing a surgery AMA.
Did you see the trick or treat one that I did?
Yeah, but I don't know what it means.
Did you delete it?
No.
Oh, it's like I think the way it works is if for 15 minutes or more we stream with that on, then tomorrow we're all going to get a Halloween emoji.
Oh, fun.
That's different. Like that's unique. We've like accomplished this thing.
Like everybody on the stream.
Anyone who's watching, if we are streaming for 15 minutes or more, and if you're watching for 15 minutes or more, as long as we have that trick or treat tag, I think then by tomorrow it takes one business day.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to do what? Click a button?
Yeah.
Automate the button click? You know?
Oh, thank you, Jay.
So,
and I want to also say that Tater Tot is on camera today, which is very appropriate considering it's the day before Thanksgiving.
I said the same thing today to my student. I'm like, next Thanksgiving I'll dress up. Just like it's not Thanksgiving. Also, I think I'm going to bring a backup pair of clothes tomorrow, even though it's a half day, because I'm really nervous that something's going to just completely rip. Oh, this is held on. It's screaming for dear life. Not necessarily just because like,
why don't you wear mine then? I mean, yours looks really cool.
I know. I want to wear mine.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah, you do you.
Maybe I'll bring yours as a backup. Suddenly the kids they see me one period as the skeleton and then the next period as a devil.
As a sexy devil.
Oh, yeah. That's my appropriate thing. Yeah. Speaking of sexy, do you know what I was showing my student today? Listen to this, folks. We're going to just get right into it.
I saw that, Chow. Oh, my God. And I saw somebody doing the dance on Instagram, and it was hysterical.
Really funny. That's really funny. So I had unexpectedly had a student today in my class that was not one of my students, but I let them stay in there because they were doing some work and it was just us. And I asked him a question. I'm going to show a video later of Chris. Actually, scratch that. I'm showing a video the next time we stream from Animal League. So I was asking him what he thought the background music, which was a better background music, because I had a couple of options. And he was like, oh, I didn't know you do video editing. Like, I really wanted to learn how to do video editing and I just want to learn whatever. And I'm like, oh, like, I love doing it. So if you have any questions, let me know. So then he was like, I love drone stuff. I want to do drone stuff. And I'm like, oh, let me show you some drone stuff that I had. So I went into my folder that I have the Camp Muskrat videos. Sexy tractor.
Oh my God.
I'm like, delete. Like, what the hell? That in this moment, I'm just trying to show like something cool, sexy tractor.
Obviously.
Christ.
JCat, welcome. Okay, let me thank everybody for.
There's a lot to thank. And
Yeah.
I'm saying we earned our
Yeah.
there it is. Cheryl and Jen.
Aw, thank you, Cheryl. Okay, so listen, folks, I am alcohol free
Sean.
for over a week now. I can't have wine. I can't do anything because the old nose hole is still healing.
No crack.
And so, yeah. And so
Only for the week.
so Elias can take a shot. I will bank mine, but
Yeah.
I will pay it back.
Oh, you're going to see me get loosey goosey
Yeah.
here on the stream.
But it wouldn't be the first time. But
You look so cute, Chris. I love your little hood.
thank you. But yeah, I can't. I don't want to risk it. And the reason specifically is that if it like
Correct,
makes
then.
me, Patsy until next Wednesday. So 2 weeks, 2 weeks from the surgery. Today is officially my first week of surgery.
I love that. Do a shot of pickle juice for fun. Do we have any?
Yeah, upstairs, I think.
Yeah, I say go do that.
Shelly, how are you feeling? Are you okay? I mean, Shelly and I are like partners in crime at this point. It's the trifecta. Me, Shelly, and Nikki all had procedures.
Yeah.
Shelly, I hope you're doing okay.
Eat a bean scream bean. No, that's too cruel.
Speaking of bean screams. Oh, good. Okay, good. I feel like, and I want to get to this, but I thought about bean screams just recently, and I'll bring it back to that later on in the stream.
Oh, so a little pause?
Yeah, pause on that. But I want to come back to parking
Wait,
lot.
what is that? Park that?
Yeah, let's park that, and then when we get to the point where I want to talk about bean screams, we can come back.
Okay, so can I just tell you while we're parking that and it's corporate speak, this happened to me yesterday. I forgot to tell you this. So David from Cycle now works for
Coven House.
Coven
House?
Coven House? Yeah, whatever it is. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just a little itch.
So he works there and he wanted to connect me with a person who does sleep outs, they're called.
Covenant House.
Covenant House. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. No, Sean and Chow. We're like in Agatha all along mode where we're like everything is witches. So we're like Coven House. Of course it's
Coven House. So he wanted me to connect with the person who does these sleep outs, which are youth oriented like fundraisers, but not even just fundraisers, like things that teach kids what to do in like how to help kids, right?
Yeah, I love that.
It's like a whole GSA kind of connection. So I said I'm close with the person who does it. I would love to like figure something out because she works out of Newark, this person. So then David emailed us and connected us, and then I responded, but then I looked at David's email tag and it said book time with David linked.
Yeah.
And you know what I thought? Oh, let me see what books David's into.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I thought it was like book time with David. Right? No?
Wait.
Am I crazy?
Yeah. Wait, it's to schedule an
Yeah, I
appointment
clicked
with
it and
him.
then it's like you schedule an appointment with him. I'm like, oh God, corporate. It's real fun.
No, today I got a message from somebody who like literally sent me an IM to say, when are you available for a meeting? And I was like, literally the whole company works on Outlook. Like, if we were all just IMing each other, like, when can I have a meeting? And I had like,
Can you imagine that?
a calendar.
yeah.
I mean, it would never work.
Yes.
I don't know how they did it in the past, but
Yeah,
I
book
was like-
time with David or book time with David. Commas matter. Exactly. Right, Chow? I think book time is better if it's literally oh. What do you mean? Book time is
Yeah.
better if it's literally a book?
yeah, no, I get it. It's like schedule time with David could be another.
Oh, right.
That
Yeah,
is-
okay.
like,
okay,
there's
it's
no
not my fault.
There's no uncertainty.
It's not my
there.
fault. I felt silly.
All right, can we thank some
Thank you,
folks?
Nikki, for the kind words. As Nikki said, I'm so glad, Chris, you're feeling better and that you guys are streaming tonight. I miss you all.
Oh, thank you, Nikki, and thank you for all the kind words and for all the info beforehand. Like, seriously, I feel like we went through this together, even
Yeah.
though just a couple months apart.
Dr. House, is that a thing? Or are you just saying? Because look, like Rachel Ray loving cooking her family, pets, and friends. Or Rachel Ray loving cooking, comma, her family, comma, pets, and friends. She had an ad for that. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a mistake.
Oh my God. She's a super nice person, though. We got a chance to meet her, and she's very nice. Her husband, too.
She loves to talk.
She
and
does
I get
love to
it.
talk.
And I get why she has a talk show and why she had a cooking show and all of that.
Let's get through the thank yous, because I don't want to
Yeah, so
lose stream or steam on them, because they're they're getting stale.
Wait,
Heidi.
no, I don't want to see your hairy arm. Your hairy woman's arm. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Horn me good, Elias. Heidi, thank you for 45 months with us. Paul McGreen, 42 months with us. Thank you. Dr. House, tier 2 sub for 25 months.
Incredible.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you, Dr. House. And Chow, another 30 months with us.
Holy McMoly.
Thank you, Chow. Dr. House gave 5 community subs.
Insane.
You know what that is?
Insane.
It's a royal flush.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. House. It's a real stinker, and we gotta flush it twice. Mary Jane is here and said, "Where's my sub twin? Where is Charlie?"
Where is Charlie?
43 months. It's Wednesday though, so maybe Charlie is set. You know, I think in Canada they do the clock set forward really proactively, and so I think she's probably in like 2025 right now. She'll be here soon.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
But thank you, Mary Jane, for 43 months with us. Short Pam, 40 months and said hello, and the raisin waving sun emoji. Did I get him?
Pensive raisin.
Pensive raisin, sun emoji, wave.
You're all the best, folks. Thank
Short
you so much.
Pam, thank you. Shelly,
Oh, I
21.
thought-
Shelly literally had a procedure today. 21 legendary legend bits. And Biglia coming to the New York City shortly. 41 McMonths. Thank you, Jen. And Cheryl, thank you for 19 months with us.
Holy McMullen.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. And Shelly, again, 25 legendary legend bits. I'll pour the shot for you, and I'm going to bank mine. Hold me
Are
to
you
it,
doing-
folks.
are you doing
I'm
a pickle?
You know I'm good for it.
Or is that annoying? I mean, whatever you want to do.
No, I'm not going to do pickle only because, like, my throat, I don't know if you hear it, but it's still pretty dry.
It's very raspy.
Yeah. And I don't know if this is I don't think this is my new voice. Like,
I like it either way.
okay, well,
It just sounds like you need to like
yeah,
try
but
it.
there's nothing.
just
It's
like,
just all the time that.
just try. Okay, now.
Yeah, I think it's just the same. It's just
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because there's more air flowing. I feel a little bit like you know what I feel like?
The devil.
What but
As
I feel like
Shelley
I'm
said, a horny little devil.
a horny little devil.
Where's your horn thing?
It's here.
Did you show it? No, your thing.
Oh yeah, it's behind me.
Did you show it?
I was I here's the thing. I feel, or my goal is, and I feel like I'm getting there, to live the Gill lifestyle, but on land, where I'm just walking through and I don't even have to breathe, but my nose is so open that there's just a flow of air through my lungs and out.
I have a question.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting there.
Gills
Yeah.
don't require propulsion. They just go. They just water.
I think it's just the passing of the water as you're
Seriously?
moving. I don't
thought
think
it's
they're
like,
sucking things
I thought
in.
it's like closed and then breathing open and then closed and then breathing open.
I don't think so. I think it's just the passing of
That's
water.
a really wonderful
Is that
evolutionary
I feel like
thing.
any idea on that?
Any fishmongers here?
Yeah. Oh, well, but maybe the water is moving. They're not breathing. They're just absorbing the water. And so I just want my nose holes to be catching air as I'm walking through life. I don't know.
Said I love it. Someone say fishmonger. Leah,
Leah,
do you know how fish breathe? Do
Leah, thank you for 39 months.
Do they require propulsion, or do they require, like, are they breathing water, or is it just seeping through and therefore that's it?
Sam says they
I think they take in water from their mouths and then it filters the oxygen through the gills.
but then how is that not going in their stomach?
Oh, or they smash. That's the correct answer.
I don't know.
How do they breed? That's a whole other question.
Okay, this is a question for Muskrat GPT, but I never fixed it because I've been broken.
You never fixed it. Hi, Brittany. Long time no see. How are you,
Brittany.
Chris? Love the costume.
Oh, Brittany, I'm so much better. We're gonna do like an AMA on the surgery. I'm gonna give you the rundown, but first,
I think, but first, what we need to do is I'll
shot.
take the shot. Then I will show, while you're getting that set up, I'm going to do a quick little skid and barinky dink.
you could do the teaser video.
Yeah, I'll show the video. So to do that, I forget how I do it. I'm going to figure it out as we go because we haven't done this. When we started streaming, I said to Chris, I'm like, what do I even do here? So I need to do this. I need to do this.
They're very nice gloves, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to use them again because I probably am, but
Oh, I did it, Chris.
they're like little finger sandwich gloves.
Yeah, they are like little rich, socialite gloves for sure.
You know what? Dress for the role that you want, right? That's what I always say. A boner, a devil, a socialite devil.
Yeah.
That's what that's.
Can you just, sorry, I didn't mean to. There we go. Perfect. Did you see that boner, Skella boner?
Yeah, you should have gotten that. I don't know why.
Because they're not going to see your boner.
Oh.
I'm not going to wear that to school.
Oh,
No, I meant for this
think you would
purpose.
get in trouble?
I
what
would
if
be,
you were health class?
I would be fired immediately.
You think, but it's anatomy.
I don't know if it's immediate because I have Leah on my side.
Yeah, Leah, there's a boner.
Thanks, Kathy.
There's a boner skeleton outfit.
Yeah, it was like a onesie, and it was called like Skella boner or something. And when I first saw it, I was like, "What the hell? That's so dumb!" Like just because there's bones. But then I saw, and at the dick, there's like an extra long piece of fabric that
Is a bone.
is not a bone. Let's be honest. That's bad biology. They did not, anatomy or whatever. They did not learn that in health class, correct?
Yeah, Leah can post a Discord, or you can show it on your computer.
I don't even know how to do that anymore, Chris.
Okay, well, let's celebrate.
I spammed you with a million shots of shit before. Oh, here.
Again.
Skellabone. Wait, okay, I can show it. Sorry, this is out of control. We
missed you guys.
Unprepared, and we absolutely missed you. Let me turn off night shift. And here
there's no wiener bone.
Here we go.
But
Show it. Here it is. Skellaboner, and look at this giant wiener. And
So-
it's got functioning air pump motion.
oh my god.
Stop it right now.
I feel like it's going to
Oh my God.
It's giving bro dude.
Okay,
and
so
I feel like the wrong people are going to wear that. And like if Leah wore it, it would be a ton of fun.
It would be very funny.
If there were other people who had like a funny personality, it would work. But I feel like it's a bro dude and it's like, it's going to get all. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to get you this one.
Yeah, that's my question. Paul asked if it's a bone is circumcised, and I think it is.
Let's find out. It's hard to tell. I mean, depends on where the skin is more than the bone.
Yeah, well, it depends on. Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to get you this one, but this required gluing the horns, and I thought you were not going to be happy because of your nose. But I think it's very sexy.
Yeah.
Then I wanted to get you Senor Bones.
That's cultural appropriation.
I realized it's likely cultural appropriation. Senor Bones. That's the one I got. That's one I'm wearing. But I didn't get the hat. I couldn't find the hat anywhere.
That's where you draw
So this is the one you got.
Oh yeah, but where's my black Dickie?
There is no black Dickie. That's what was different as I was looking at it.
Interesting.
It's completely interesting. Oh my God, and this woman's butt right there.
Wow, look at that butt.
Wow.
Okay.
Do we have any more? Oh wait, no. Wait. Yeah. Okay. No, Chris. This is the devil jumpsuit. I asked you if you wanted this one or the devil, just the regular devil, and you said just the regular. Or you didn't even say anything.
I didn't say anything,
and I just got this one because it was cheaper.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm much more of a
look at this creepy thing I saw on the drive home. I didn't like it.
Oh,
I don't like it at all. I don't like it one.
Oh my God, we have to send that to Anthony. He loves Halloween costumes.
Look, pineapple hat. You didn't want that. I wanted to get you this giant Cheeto, flaming hot Cheeto bag.
No, that would be uncomfortable to sit in.
And you're like, nothing. I got nothing. You could have gotten this.
I literally was working all day today. Folks, you know when you're out for a week and yeah.
I wasn't and did this.
I know you were, but what am I? I know you were. Pimp. That I would have signed up for.
Oh shit, my computer battery is low.
But what I want to say is you worked during your hours. I worked during my hours. It just so happens that your shopping overlapped with mine.
Okay.
So that's it.
All right. That's cool. I don't know what you're trying to argue there, but that's fine.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Pimp Daddy.
So can we at least just talk about the surgery that we promised?
I have to take a shot first.
Yes, take your shot.
I need my music and stuff. No. The devil can
still dance. The dancing is in the devil.
Count me in, devil.
1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go.
You don't remember it. It's been that long. What are you doing? Shake your devil titties. Like in Long Legs when he said,
"Oh my God, Long Legs is so scary."
Your milk sack titties.
Yeah,
it's wild,
wild. Folks, thank you for all the support. We love you. We missed you. And we're happy to be back.
Cheers, folks.
Yum, 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 yum.
Okay, I'm going to spit this everywhere. Still not good.
Oh, God. So stupid.
All right, I'm back.
Folks, thank you again for all the support. We genuinely missed you, and every day that we were canceling, it was as much of the annoyance of the sickness that kind of compounded it.
Down with the sickness.
There's no fun police.
Yeah, and I told Chris, I'm like, I don't feel ill. I mean, I'm not with surgery, but at the same time, when he's unwell, I'm stressed that he's unwell, and so we're thinking about, I'm just
it's a package deal.
So
okay.
thank you, Paul.
Just to like,
And I need you all to know whatever this is, even if it's like a subdued version of Chris, is 5,000% more than this past.
yeah, look, I've had
5
surgeries
days.
before. Like I had my tonsils out when I was 22, I guess 22 or 23.
Whatever year Super Paper Mario came out.
Yeah. I had my tonsils out then, and that was quite an experience. That was a much longer recovery and
That was
way
2
more
weeks.
uncomfortable. Yeah. That was difficult because you couldn't, like, I didn't eat.
No, you lost like 35 pounds.
Yeah. It was,
Cleo was like, what's going on here? I need to feed this person.
yeah, that was really bad. This one was definitely not that bad.
Patsy said
but
hopefully
it was,
2024 will be the end of Chris's face trauma for a while. Knock on wood. Jeez Louise. And yes, Jen, I just remembered you said, where are the cats? There's no cat.
no, Cheddar's there.
Oh, Cheddar's there.
and Bernie's up
oh, and
there.
Bernie's there. I'm sorry. Thanks, Sharpam.
So the surgery happened at a surgical center Wednesday morning.
Yes.
And you drove me there. What was it? 7:30 or something?
Yeah, it was pretty early. We got there by 7:15, I want to say. And Chris had to just do one more little paperwork thing. They told me they'll call me around 11 or so. I then left, got breakfast, got Chris breakfast.
You know, I actually never even talked to you about my experience. I just realized this because it's been such a crazy week. I never talked to you about my experience of like actually to the surgery. Because it was chaos afterwards.
Yeah.
And then it
I thought we
was
talked about it.
no, I never talked to you about anything.
I mean, what the hell?
It was just, this was literally a crazy week. I feel like we come here to kind of like air our grievances.
I think that's not healthy.
I was like in shutdown mode all week.
Yeah.
Like today, and I said it on one of my meetings, I was like, today is literally the first day I feel like an actual
Yeah,
human.
I know. It's what I told all my students too. That like yesterday night was the day of like the transition into
Yeah.
like somewhat normalcy for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. No, definitely. So, they dropped me off. I went in, I checked in. They have like a little like changing room area where like you put on your hospital gown and everything.
You got naked.
I wish I had you there for that only because it's hard to tie the backs of those things. So I was just kind of flashing my ass everywhere.
That's, I think, the point. It's all really a vehicle to check everyone out.
Yeah. And then you put all your stuff in a locker. They lock it. And then they, like you go into like the open kind of like waiting room, I guess it is. But they have like little like stations across the general waiting room. So it's like a hospital setting, but not like a waiting room. Like you're going to sit in a doctor's office.
Yeah.
So they had a little like comfy recliner chair and like a TV. And I had like my little like gated space. It's almost like a hospital room kind of, but like, oh, that's my hood. I thought something was getting me. And so just sat there like watching the Channel 12 news or whatever they had on, and they do all like your heart rate and your blood pressure and all of that. I always hate when they do the IVs because it like creeps me out.
I can't look.
No, I can't look
No,
either,
no.
but I actually like it's painful for me. Like I don't
feel
like
that.
it.
I don't feel much. I just can't even look at it.
And it grosses me out.
I mean,
just
actually,
know.
now that you're saying it, I'm feeling it. I know
No,
exactly
they do
what
it in your
feels
hand.
like.
They don't do it in your arm. They do it like right here on the top of your hand.
Oh.
And it just feels like it's like going into my bones.
Oh, I hate it.
It's gross. I hate it. Yeah. And so, yes, right, Shelly, it's so gross. So after that, then everybody like makes their rounds, and like I feel like I could hear what other people were getting done. So because like they were kind of, which was not like the sawing or anything.
It was
but-
sawing.
No,
Were
I
there
feel like it was just like they were going like around to the different spaces, but it's sort of like you have a shared hospital room and you're going to like hear what's going on with the shared person next to you.
Yeah, just tie it in the front and then spin it around.
Oh my God.
Yeah, thanks, Tammy.
Tammy.
Oh no, Nikki, I can't watch. Absolutely not.
So somebody was getting, I think like an epidural. I don't know. I'm piecing things together, but I feel like she was getting some kind of
She was giving birth?
spinal treatment for like pain.
Okay.
And then they were like telling her all about it. So like
I
one
guess
of the
everyone
nurses,
be aware this is going to be a disgusting stream.
so that happened, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, let's see what's my situation like. So my doctor came by. He was great. He was just like, hey, you have any last minute questions? You're gonna be fine. Blah blah blah. Do all of this stuff. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, Lena. And then they,
I mean, we just grossed out this whole time.
yeah, they had like a rolly cart. First of all, hospitals legit just run on paper. Like there's paper everywhere. And
What does that
while I
mean?
was thinking like all of this paper that's going, like
What do
how
you mean
many
just paper? Like
reams of
prints?
paper do they go through?
Why?
Yeah, it's like this document you're signing, this document you're signing, and then
Why is it not
here's
all
this.
just digital?
I don't know. It was like they could have done it on an iPad, but it was like there was so much paper that I was signing. Yeah, Sam, like I want in on whatever the hospital paper budget is. That's where big paper.
Yeah, and they're taking it all from the educators because we have none.
Yeah.
We've run out.
So I signed my life away, and then like, because I don't know, anybody have any like, well,
Patsy, I can't.
allergies? I had a weird reaction once to Levaquin, which is an antibiotic. And so I always just, out of precaution, I just say I have an allergy to it because I don't want them to ever give it to me. And so then it becomes like a whole thing of like, oh, well, why do you have this? I'm like, my fingers go numb. I feel all weird. Like, I just don't want it. And so then I have like a special band that says like allergic to Levaquin.
no.
Yeah. And so it was like, I had an infection, Sam. It was like some kind of bronchitis or something. I was on Levaquin for.
Beach, no thanks.
I forget. I think it was bronchitis. And so I got it and I took it once and then I was like, absolutely not. So then the anesthesiologist comes by. He literally looks like Lurch.
Okay.
Like he's 500 feet tall and he comes in and he has just like such a stature to him. And then has this rolling table and he just pulls it over. And like, because he's so tall, he's like raising it up and he's got his whole book of papers on it.
Oh my God.
And he's got glasses, but the glasses are like way too close to his nose. So it's like this big guy with a huge head and then like glasses that are like tiny,
Judy glasses?
kind of, but if you squeeze them in
together,
the middle. Yeah. So after, yeah, you rang. So he comes in and he asks me, like, you know, all the information that you need as like an anesthesiologist. And
Will I die?
yeah,
Will I feel it?
yeah. And then he leaves.
Will I be one of
and
the
then he comes back and he's
1%?
like, so you have asthma? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, like, how bad is it?
Oh my God.
I'm like, I don't know. I mean, what's the scale here? Like, I want to be sure I'm breathing
Yeah.
during this thing. So he's like, well, like, how often do you have an attack? And I'm like, no, not regularly. And he's like, so it's maintained. I'm like, yeah. Like,
Shouldn't this
I
have been
guess.
discussed earlier?
Yeah. Like, no last minute adjustments, please, to your
Jeez.
calculations. Then like
You told me they didn't do the countdown, and I think
they
that's
didn't.
sad.
They bring me in. I didn't tell you this because I was saving it for the stream because I want to see your reaction. I go into the operating room.
Okay.
And you know, it's like that weird table that's super narrow. And then you have the one arm that's out of it.
Yeah. I mean, did they like prop you up on it, or do you get
No,
up on
because
it?
there was no hospital bed. So it was like I walked in.
No, I felt like when I had my surgery, I was on a bed. They wheeled me in, and then they lifted me up onto that.
No,
bed.
there was no bed. Like I was walking around. I was like, I was self-propelling
Okay.
all over. Oh, hey, Joey.
Yeah.
So I get into I get onto the operating table and I'm like situating myself there. And I feel like I'm going to just roll off of this. It's like
Yeah.
I'm on like a 2x4.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And so, I mean, then she's like, make sure that, you untie the back of your neck strap because we don't want you to choke during surgery. And I'm like, okay,
Why is this all on
I'll
you?
untie it, but make sure it's untied.
Why is this all on you? No, thank you.
And so then after that happens, the surgical nurse, again, super nice. Everybody was really nice. The anesthesiologist had like a ton of jokes that I think he's probably just run through them every time.
He's
Anything, yeah, because
he's
like he's
absolutely
like, let's
pinpointed
go through the salmon colored hallway, and I'm like, okay, yeah. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, point out the obvious.
yeah.
And then he's like, there's a radiation sign. Don't worry, we didn't radiate anybody this week. I'm like, okay, it's getting weirder.
Hey, Vestet. Thanks for being here.
He's like, don't worry, this looks like an execution room, but it isn't. So now it's getting super weird. And I'm up to
Don't worry, I'm not going to murder you in this execution looking room.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm literally like going
Don't
into
worry, I'm not
surgery.
going to secretly tie your necktie so that you choke.
Chrissy, I agree. I was like, it was making me a little bit uncomfortable.
Wow.
So then they start hooking me up, and you know, like all the machines and everything, and like how it's all like craziness.
Yeah, but I think I was so bamboozled in my mind when I had surgery that I didn't.
I think because I did it once before with my
Like,
tonsils,
it
it was
just-
sort of like I was maybe more observant. Like the first time I legit cried.
in the room.
No, I cried. Yeah. I was like, when it was like happening, I just would feel like tears. And I was like, I don't know.
Baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, was the nurse into that kinky stuff?
I think the nurse was absolutely over it. She like probably heard this 3 times that day and she didn't want to hear any of it. Then as I'm getting the, like all the machines hooked up and like the monitors and this and that, he's like, all right, let's start dialing up the estrogen.
That's completely inappropriate.
Just wait. Just wait.
No, that's like absolutely offensive.
Yeah.
And that's not even like that's inappropriate. They don't know if you were going to want to be.
I know.
No, that is outrageous.
And then he says, what size breasts do you want? This is not my doctor.
This guy needs to be fired.
This is not my doctor. This is the anesthesiologist.
No, this is. How did you wait?
I have been waiting.
This is wildly inappropriate. They could have traumatized. You may have, your next surgery could have been maybe a breast augmentation. They don't know anything. And they're making you feel like, he's got a dick, so he can't ever possibly be a woman.
Okay, first of all,
oh my God.
I am not going to confront this man in this situation when my life hangs in the balance.
No, you needed to stand up and be like, sir, what are you saying that is inappropriate?
But it was crazy. I was literally waiting a week to tell you this story. My answer was double D.
Joey wants to know.
Literally.
You said double D? You participated?
I was freaking out
what
and I wanted.
What are you saying? This is gone off the rails. Absolutely gone off the rails. What are you saying?
I had to participate because I wanted him to like me to keep me alive.
Was he an escapee from the psych ward?
I don't know. He was Lurch. Literally, folks, I answered double D. That was my answer.
I am just bamboozled. Can you file a complaint after the fact? Will this Twitch stream be evidence? Somebody call Ugo Lord? I don't know who that is. Oh, Chris? I am shook. I'm shook.
Joey, amazing.
I need to prepare myself. Is there more of that?
No, I think because then I was at that point, I was
199 gone. And then it's when I see you.
Yeah, no, then it was like, Tubi, exactly. But I'm so glad I got that off my chest because I've literally been waiting a week to tell you that story.
I'm
my
unwell.
double D chest.
I'm absolutely unwell that this man.
I have not told anybody. This is literally the moment I spoke those words.
I am. There are no words. That is so inappropriate. It's offensive. It's sexist. It's a million things.
Chow, I'm 100% sure he was running his mouth that whole surgery. I have no idea what he was saying, but I should have kept. You know what's interesting? If I just put like a voice, is that illegal if you put a voice recorder in like your boxers?
Okay, so I think we looked it up once because of something. Because I think, remember when I did that, there was like a situation at work, and I think that in certain states, it's there are rules where it's like both parties need to be aware of the recording. In other states, I think in New Jersey, it's just one party. As in, like if I know there's a recording happening, that should be fine. Or something like that. I remember looking it up. I don't know.
But in a surgical, like, are there certain guidelines in a surgical setting? Like in a medical setting?
Like if you put your Apple Watch in your ass.
And I was recording.
And you did a voice recording on the Apple Watch. Would that be allowed in like the court of law, you're saying? Not
in court of law, but could I be penalized? Like this is not legal.
We need to figure that out.
Anyway, I don't know.
You know? Well, because the other part of it too, now that the iPhone, so iPhone 18.1, iOS 18.1, when you are on a phone call, if you're on a phone call, I think it's any phone call. Doesn't have to be like iPhone to iPhone, but if you're on any phone call, you can hit the record button, an announcement plays to let the other party know the phone call is being recorded.
Oh, that's like what WebEx does.
So like you can record and then it puts it into a transcript. So it's all searchable text, which is really cool.
That's also what WebEx does.
You know,
Patsy, that is insane. Like we are living in crazy times right now.
Okay. Actually, speaking of that, Patsy, the one thing I wanted to say while I was waiting for Chris to be picked up, now I guess at this point in the story, I was in the waiting room, and I don't ever watch TV in the sense that, I watch like cable television. Me and Chris have cut the cord 5-6 years ago. And so anything we do now is like through streaming. There's no like cable TV that comes through our house. So when the ads play in certain things, not all the time, but certain things like in Hulu, Survivor, live TV thing, we just fast forward it. But even then I see that they're mostly like ads for purchasing things. When I was waiting, they had the news on, and it was like NBC. It was like just a normal channel, and it was around 11 o'clock in the morning. I sat maybe for 10 minutes, and 9.5 of those minutes were the craziest political ads I have ever seen that were not like informational. It was like, if you vote here, gender assignment surgery happens in schools and kids poop in litter boxes and stuff. It was crazy. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell is going on?
Okay, nobody is going to make this illegal because the people who are in charge of making it illegal are the ones who are doing it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's out of control.
It's completely out of control. It's unnecessary. It's just, it does nothing. It's not good. And if you are one of the people who are still watching cable TV.
Yeah, and Tubi makes a great point. This is an ad in New Jersey, and we're not even a swing state.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was absolutely crazy as I was watching this. I was like uncomfortable as I'm sitting there watching this, you know?
So then what happened, like after all the jokes and we're just done having our little laugh session about, you know, my gender transition, he's like, okay, I'm going to give you your, now like all the stuff is like hooked up and he's starting to pump me full of chemicals. So he's like, I think he gave me probably anti-nausea medicine.
Yeah.
But that one I felt like that, and that's what I remember the last time is like my arm burning, but I feel like I like felt it in my arm, like a lot of it.
As it was happening and then you were out?
No, the nausea medicine.
No, I don't remember that.
Or whatever. It was nausea or pain meds. I don't know, but I felt it burning in my arm. And then he took out this big like white pump of something, probably the propofol. And then he's like, okay, time to go to bed. That's it. My God. That's it. It might have been the propofol. I don't know, but he put it in my arm and then it was just like a little bit out, gone. It's just the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest experience.
No, they told me to count and it was 199 gone. I was out.
Yeah, it was like.
And then the next thing I remember is waking up with the
No,
chip.
I
So
woke
tell me
up-
about your wake up experience.
No, my wake up experience was weird. I woke up coughing, like a
Like
lot.
you were coughing and that's what woke you?
No, no, I don't think so. I think I just came out of it and I was coughing like immediately, like that coughing.
And
fit.
tell me about the food
And
that
then
they
I
gave you.
and then I was like, "Am I okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, you just swallowed something. You're okay. You're okay."
Tell me about the food that they gave you.
She came over with a whole spread of like snacks.
How much did you eat?
None of it.
Zero.
I didn't take any of it. I didn't want any of it.
Okay, so now I'm going to play for you the video of what happened just as I picked Chris up. All right, so it's about from when you start seeing this video to when it's over, I'm going to guess that maybe like 25 to 30 minutes has passed. Okay, so this is now Chris high off of anesthesia, and he has something very important to say to nurses. Here we go.
And then Karen said that she was her nurse. And I said that nurses are my favorite,
Why?
just because they're so nice.
They are really nice. Did they offer you food?
Yeah.
That's good. I bet you didn't take any food.
No, I didn't want it.
You want a side of nurse appreciation.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's our new campaign?
Or nurse appreciation. I think I said that. He said that my throat would be sore, and it's a little bit sore, but not like sick sore, just like somebody was dancing on my esophagus for a little bit.
Yeah, that happens sometimes during these surgeries.
But not the nurses, because they don't get their appreciation dances. She asked what I do for a living, and I was like, I don't think I can get into this right now.
How do you feel?
Gay.
Gay?
Well, always, but I feel okay too.
Okay, that's good. Do you want to go home and see Reason?
Yeah.
Are you crying? Thinking about him?
No, I have a little. Remember the dancing nurses on my throat?
What did you say about wearing white?
No, the nurse said don't wear white or have your good white sheets on because you might bleed everywhere. But I told her that it's after Labor Day and them still rolls. We have so many cats. This was what I was telling the nurse about. So many.
Please don't
No,
choke.
stop it. Are you recording me?
No.
Oh no.
What happened?
I just spit out skin. Not my skin, the apple skin.
Insane. You were so loopy. And you know what I was pissed off about? That whole nurse thing. You went off on a 20-minute tirade and my phone glitched. You see how when I showed you the one video clip, it broke, like the audio broke?
Yeah.
There was a point where all of the recording that I did did not record. And I was pissed.
Yeah, no, I vaguely remember this like a distant
Yeah.
dream.
A dream of a dream.
But I do remember being very concerned and making sure that my nurse knew that I
It was
appreciated her.
very important for you to know that the first thing you said is
You're like, oh,
nurses are
Jesus
very
Christ.
important and they need an appreciation day. You know? Yeah. Whose skin did you spit out? I respected your modesty. Although I did ask Chris for permission to record or to post.
Listen,
and I said, you need to approve what I'm posting so that we can share what you want, what you feel comfortable with.
Short Bam asks whose skin I spit out. No, the apple skin.
Dr. House goes, Samsungs don't do that. Does Chris's nurse follow him on Instagram now?
I don't know. To be honest, I could have given her my social security number. I don't remember what I told her. All I needed her to know is that I'm very appreciative of all of the hard work that they do.
I need to go upstairs and grab my computer charger. Can you just entertain for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Keep telling us your story.
Well, I think that's like most of the surgery day stuff. I mean, the surgery day was pretty brutal. Well, actually, surgery day was kind of okay-ish. I just sort of like relaxed that day. I think I had pain meds. He said he had given me pain meds during the surgery. So not to take anything through the next like few hours. I think I got home at like 11, didn't take anything until 3. And so, yeah, Bright Beach, I'm covered by HIPAA. Thank goodness. Thanks, Clinton. So I don't even really remember much of Wednesday. I mean, I remember like taking pain meds and just kind of like chilling and relaxing, but not anything like crazy. And I felt like at that point I was sort of like almost super happy because I felt like, wow, this is easy peasy. It's like the day of the surgery and I through my like first level pain meds and I'm only on painkillers and everything feels great. And so I was really like kind of okay that day. Kathy, I think I got home maybe like 11 or 12, probably closer to 12 because I think Elias picked me up at 11. And so that was sort of like my Wednesday. I don't remember, like, I don't know what Elias remembers of it. I think I actually played Factoria a little bit that day. And so it was just sort of like video games and sitting around the house with the cats, but nothing crazy. And then the next day on Thursday, I felt okay again waking up. Like I felt pretty fine. And we went out to breakfast to a place because I was like, I felt okay. It was really uncomfortable to eat and breathe because I still had that nose guard on to catch any of like the leftover bleeding that was happening from my nose. And then, that was, trying to at least, keep my nose like clean. It was just really difficult because it was painful in my nose, but overall I didn't feel bad. Like I felt pain in my nose, but I didn't feel just like a general, like that general like achiness, terrible. And so we went out to breakfast. We went to this new place. Didn't really love it. It was sort of just like.
Is Eloise coming down the stairs? Eloise.
Is it?
Eloise.
Eloise or Bentley?
No, it's Eloise.
That was pretty much my Wednesday and Thursday. I mean, like there was nothing really eventful that happened on Wednesday, I don't think, right? That I remember at least.
I heard you talk about us going out. Eloise, what are you doing here, you little stinker?
Hey, Eloise.
Yeah, on Wednesday when we went out, Thursday morning when we went out to breakfast because you were feeling well, you just had a really tough time eating.
Yeah, it's hard because like, first of all, going out to eat was kind of stupid on my part. I just really wanted pancakes and like, I don't know. And so that was sort of like in my mind what I needed to accomplish. And then I feel like it was a stupid decision after the fact because it's so hard to, first of all, eat because you've got that guard there.
Come here.
And then secondly, it's really difficult because you can't breathe through your nose. And so you're kind of
you're literally bleeding out of your nose.
Yeah. So
in that moment.
Yeah. So it's like hard to kind of like chew. And then
when we went to this like fancy sort of like it wasn't fancy. It unexpectedly was fancier than we thought. We thought it was just like a typical old brunch place. But then when we went in, we noticed that nearly every person in there.
It was like a Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Yeah, they were all that ilk. They were wearing their little vests with their little like sweater underneath, with their little leggings, with their little like Stanleys.
Yeah, and I'm like there with a nose guard and a Pokemon t-shirt.
Yeah.
And shorts.
Yeah.
So.
Hi, Eloise.
Eloise, what is she doing?
I don't know. Eloise, are you all right? Just a little stinker.
So that was Thursday morning. I feel like by Thursday afternoon, it started to kind of get bad.
Falling apart.
Yeah,
falling apart.
Thursday afternoon, then it started to take a turn. And then I was like, okay, now I started doing the transition because originally I was just taking
into the double Ds.
Yeah, they were fully being realized.
Yeah,
I started where pain was totally fine, and I would just do like Tylenol on the 6-hour rotation. By Thursday, Bernie, I started doing the Tylenol Motrin like alternate because I felt like my head was going to explode.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to clear up something. I didn't realize. So in Discord, I said that Chris wasn't allowed to take Motrin. Sam said that Motrin is Advil. I told you, like, don't take that. What I misunderstood, you weren't allowed to take Advil before the surgery because of it being a blood thinner or something.
Yeah, they didn't want it to. Yeah,
But afterwards,
they didn't want it to promote bleeding. Yeah, so I couldn't take Advil or any.
Give him love.
Bernie. Where is he? Hey, Bernie.
Like visible love that was paid for.
But yeah, so the 2 weeks before the surgery, they asked me not to take aspirin or Advil. And that's what.
But
then after the fact, like after it, I was able to.
Yeah, and that's what I didn't understand because I didn't realize it was the same thing.
Yeah.
But also, I was saying to Discord that you weren't allowed to take that, but then Sam was like, "No, it's like the same thing." And then I told you, and you're like, "No, it's fine." Yeah, there's no love. Bernie, come here.
Yeah, Jen wants a refund. You do it.
I'm gonna split my pants open. Bernie.
Yeah, I think if it's like severe, Tammy, I think it depends on the doctor, and the procedure. Like my surgery, the incisions were pretty small on my nose, so I don't think there was a huge fear of bleeding post surgery, which is why I could take Advil. But there were other
Bernie fluff.
I've seen, if people have, because I looked online too, just to,
Of course.
just to know.
As you know what a coworker told me when I was telling them your story, that I said you are a Looney Tune because you looked up your surgery stuff beforehand. And my coworker said that her friend was going to have an exact same surgery, looked it up on YouTube or whatever, saw it happen, said no thank you, and didn't do it.
Yeah.
You see how that goes? Don't look it up. Just go in and do it.
No, I'm fine. I mean, I know I want to know what I'm getting into.
It's unhealthy when you're watching and looking and how did this person fare? How did this person? You and your doctor have a sacred relationship and that you are a unique individual. So whatever else someone else did is on them.
Tammy,
what are you doing?
That is great news. I'm so glad. is he home or is he back in Connecticut now? Like after he's healed. So no, I know. And I feel like, I don't know if it's my voice now or if it's just,
it's not your voice. This is you not having spoken in a week.
Yeah.
That's really it.
So,
oh no, research is fine. Watching the video procedure of how the surgery is performed, that's a line crossed.
What happens then?
Why do you need to know that?
If
mid-surgery you wake up and the doctor's like, wait, I forgot what to do. And then you're like, oh no, close the flap and then pull the turbinate out. That's what you need to do.
Okay, what if it's end of days, which we're probably in right now?
Knock on wood.
And something happens mid-surgery and I need to finish it up. Then I'm prepared.
If you learned how to be a doctor from a YouTube video.
Maybe. I mean, I learned how to be a seamstress by a YouTube video.
Okay, they're a little different. Probably the same in parts, though. I think you can probably sew a stitch.
Oh yeah,
like
a nice
skin,
probably.
Eloise, what is she doing? She's so silly.
So goofy. Okay, so I don't know why this is like medically the case, but Friday was the day from hell. Like Friday was really bad. Because now at this point, I guess everything is healing. I've got the splints in my nose. I've got all of this stuff going on. I've got the open cuts in my nose.
The IV has worn out.
All of that is done.
Like it's completely out of his system. He's just not well. I think really it was Saturday with the whole.
Well, Friday was the lead up.
Friday was the badness, and then Saturday was the day that I picked up the medicine for you.
Yeah. So what happened is like, I just felt like my head was going to explode.
You kept saying that it was an elephant walking on you.
Yeah, it was because it was like my nose was sore and I felt my nose being sore, but then at the same time, my sinuses were just crazy. And it just felt like the worst sinus headache I've ever had in my life. I couldn't breathe in my nose.
I knew
so
that
my
things were
mouth
bad
was really
because
dry.
it would go for like hours with not a single peep at all. It would just be total silence, and I'd be like, "Are you okay? Can I get you anything?" And it would just be like grumbles. It was just not at all a good time for him.
Yeah,
at all.
Patsy, I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Like the inflammation isn't going to be immediate. It's going to be like as things are healing, inflammation is going to just build. And I guess it's like a few days. I mean, I don't know. That's my assumption. But it's not like it was 2 days after the surgery were the worst or immediately after the surgery was the worst. It was like 3 days after the surgery were the worst day possible. And then I got into...
I should not have picked up Bernie. I just have Bernie fuzz everywhere on me.
I got to the point where then I called the doctor, and the doctor said,
"No more monkeys jumping on the bed."
he gave me a prednisone, which is just like an
A steroid.
steroid, but it like brings down the inflammation.
Yeah.
And it totally helped, but it kept me up like at night.
He said it was going to.
Which, I mean, I don't know what it was. It could have been like my nose was stuffed up. It could have been that I had prednisone. It could have been either of them. But either way, I legit all week didn't pretty much didn't
Badger,
sleep.
that's a really smart thing to say. If you think about muscle pain after a workout, it takes like delayed onset, whatever. It's delayed.
That makes
DOMS,
sense.
delayed onset mastication.
Muscle pain.
No, it's DOMS. Delayed onset muscle syndrome? No. Muscle strain, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, why? You had a bad reaction to it? I actually didn't have a
Muscle soreness. The delayed onset muscle soreness. Duh.
I didn't have I didn't really have a bad reaction to it. The only thing that that it did was keep me up at night. Like I was
but
difficult
also
to
like
sleep.
let's remember you really couldn't even sleep regardless of that. Like
Right,
even if you
right.
didn't have prednisone, you were not able to sleep. You couldn't sleep on the recliner, you couldn't sleep on the bed, you were trying to prop your head up, it wasn't working, you were uncomfortable, you got up every hour, you slept for 15 minutes, slept for an hour, back to the standing up, going inside, coming back. It was like a whole thing that you just were never once comfortable at all.
Yeah.
And then the next morning when I got you the medicine and you took it, it seemed to help a little bit. There was like a turning point where all of a sudden it was like a joke happened. Words happened. You would get up more comfortably without the like whole laborious nature of it. And so like I knew things were good. Then I recognized things were also now bad when it's all of that stopped. And you can tell time wise it like made sense for it to stop, and then you take it again and then it would be better. And it was this back and
yeah,
forth.
but it took
was
like
bad.
2 hours for it to kind of like kick in again. So it was like that turnover of like the 12-hour window when I took it again, and then another 2 hours for it to kind of start to work.
Yeah. Holland used prednisone every day.
Holland.
And then on Sunday, it was like equal as like at this point, we thought Sunday was going to be like the turning point so that Monday was like back to normal. And it really wasn't the turning point until Monday night where things were better. But by Tuesday, so this was yesterday, he wasn't at the level of like comfort of regular, like going.
Well, I think it was like the splints in my nose were just
everything.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was
and
like
then when
so
you,
ready to get those out.
and then when you went and got them out, you said that it was like you birthed them out of your nose.
Yeah, no. Then I went.
They just pull them without any sort of anesthesia or anything. They just
Yeah, no. It's super gross.
disgusting.
Yeah, no. I
Disgusting.
mean, Tammy, it makes sense, right? I mean, my face was literally beat up. I had my nose broken, and then I had on top of it had like incisions in my nose, and like things were moved. So like, yeah, I mean, it totally makes sense, but it's just sort of like, I guess when you're thinking about what is it going to be like beforehand, it's difficult to sort of imagine.
Of course, absolutely, of course.
But yeah, taking this the splints out, as gross as it was still relieving getting it done. The only thing that holds him in there is like one suture.
Yeah.
And then he just clips it and is like, "Bleh."
Yeah, you didn't have your nose broken.
Well, they do. They cut your cartilage here and then they shift your bone over. So it's like basically broken.
All right. That's too much.
The inside piece's bone is like busted.
So this isn't broken, but this part
the
is.
inside part, is shifted.
Oh my God, I can't. Horrible. So then we both stayed home yesterday. That's why we didn't stream yesterday.
Well, I was supposed to go back to work on Tuesday. Like I took off Monday and I figured, like, I looked online and recovery was kind of all over the place. And
I thought it was going to be Monday. I thought yesterday's behavior of you was going to be Monday's behavior is what I thought.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
And so I planned on going back on, Tuesday. But then I sort of like, you know me, you know that I'll push through and I'll at the same time,
I got mad at Chris. I was like, you can't even like feed the cats. You're going to go to work right now. You need to rest. So that's what happened yesterday.
At the same time, I mean, I also just sort of selfishly like to keep my days off for like fun use, not, so I get that. But I like, and I will say it was absolutely the right decision to not go to work on Tuesday, 100%. Like, because I was not in a position to deal with the meetings that I dealt with today. And like, it just wouldn't have been good.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
No. So everything is internal. So no black and blues or bruising or anything. No changes to how I look. I'm still just as stunning as I've always been. Mm-hmm. And it's all internal.
Yeah.
So that was basically my experience. I don't think there's like anything other
Patsy,
than
you're
like
not allowed to bend over. He's only allowed to squat. So I didn't let him do anything with the cats by like scooping or feeding for the week because I know him and he would just like haphazardly like, you all want to know?
Wait, yeah, okay. I do want to talk about that, but I do want, Paul said this and I want to also say this officially on air, that you are the best husband and you were such a wonderful caretaker and you still are. Even, I mean, like doing everything, never questioning, never like complaining or saying, like always making sure I was taken care of. It was just the sweetest, and thank you for it.
Of course. I would never do anything otherwise.
And on top of that, the night before surgery, what did we decide to do?
No, the night before surgery and the night of surgery, like after. This is Chris's mindset and behavior, okay? He mentioned that the dryer vent needed to be cleaned because we haven't cleaned it yet, but he bought these like tools to clean it. It's like this thing you put in and you just keep adding parts to it and it just pushes all the shit out the end of the dryer vent. And Chris was like, we should do that at some point. And I'm like, why don't we do it right now? I'll just do it. Whatever. Like, let me just do it. So he's in there like trying to help. I'm like, you need to go upstairs and get away from here because I don't want the dust to like affect you. And then tomorrow you're in like a position of whatever, of issues. So I'm the one who's doing it. I'm doing it. And like it cleaned and like it was annoying, and very dusty. And it cleaned. And then when we pulled it out, like, and redid it all, Chris just went to take the thing and just put it in to connect the hose to the machine. But I guess the way the machine and hose were set up, it was like taped a certain way.
No, it was sort of like a spiral hose of.
Yeah. So when Chris pulled down on it, it like undid the spiral.
Separated a little bit.
And so then he's like, oh my God, we have to like tape it. Let me order some tape. So then he ordered some tape, like that you're allowed to tape this up with. Now he has a surgery. The next night, he's ready to do the work on taping this machine up and getting all dust in his face and everything. And when I tell you livid, I was livid. He just insisted on, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to clean all of the the cat bowl, the water bowl things. Like I need to right now. I need to clean them all. I need to do the tape on this thing. I'm like, get out of the room now. You cannot be in here. You cannot be here. Leave. And he's like, but I need to. No. If you need it done, I'll take care of it, but you need to get the hell out of here right now. And so like when I tell you it took me about 30 minutes of sweat and like tears to get this stupid thing taped and then tape the bottom of it. It was just a whole nightmare. I had to take the drop ceiling off, go up into the rafters, tape up there, put the drop ceiling, and it wasn't going. I'm looking up, dust from the drop ceiling is just falling into my eyes. He wanted to do it on his own, and then the next day he complains that everything hurts. Absolutely not at all.
I don't know what goes on
crazy.
in my. I don't know what goes on in my brain.
And yet,
but,
you know what? You were mad. You were upset that I was yelling at you to get out of the room because you were being like absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't know, but I don't even know why we had to do that the night before surgery.
I just thought it was funny for us to say we did it.
It was funny.
I didn't think it would turn into like the next day. It's an immediate, I have to dry the clothes right this moment.
Yeah.
The clothes were fine. They would have been fine.
Y'all are incredibly sweet.
You know? Thank you, everyone.
And there was one other thing that I wanted to answer. Oh, what video games did Elias play during my recovery? Do you want to announce
Who asked
that now? Steve. OG Steve.
Jesus Christ. So I, from start to finish, beat Sonic X Shadow Generations in one day. In one day. So the game came out on Friday. I started playing Thursday night at midnight for like a level. And then I woke up, did all the chores, played, did lunch, did all the chores, played, so on and so forth. And then I did, and I beat that game that night. Now, here's the thing. And I was thinking about playing at least like a level or two to show you all how cool this game is. But the backstory of this game, initially it's called Sonic Generations. And what it does is it takes the best levels of Sonic's career, both in the 2D and the 3D world, and it takes the best levels and modifies them so that they look really nice because they're like modern graphics. But there's 2 levels per world. One of them is a 2D level, like you've seen us play. And then the other one is like a front-facing 3D level, kind of almost like Mario 64, let's say. And so you just kind of bounce between all of these levels. I want to say there's like 12 or so. But then, it doesn't end there. You beat that game, that part of the game. And then a brand new game that's not ever been out is called Shadow Generations, where they take the character of Shadow, who has had, by the way, all those levels were not new. They were from prior Shadow games. I didn't even know that they existed.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Shadow
and
had
in the
games.
past, the Shadow games were, Shadow has guns because he's dark and edgy. So now like they got rid of it because they're like, that's insane for like guns to be a part of Sonic's world.
Yeah.
So they redid all of those levels in 3D with Shadow. The graphics are phenomenal. They look great. The music was fantastic. I had a blast playing this game. It's going to be on when I do my year-end review, it will likely be on there as one of the better games that I played in the year. Even though I beat it in a day, it took about 10 to 12 hours, I want to say. But that was a combination of like Thursday night and then like basically all of like Friday. So it's fantastic and I highly recommend it. Then the other game I beat.
Wait, before you go, Jay, that's the same freaking spirals metal vent thing that we had. That was annoying. Like they're annoying.
Yeah.
And then also I want to say in regards to Sonic. So Steve, when I had my tonsils out again years ago, like when I was 22, and Elias and I were together for that, and I was recovering. Elias was playing Paper Mario.
No, I was playing Super Paper Mario for the Switch, for the Wii.
And all I remember is being on his bed at Cleo's house and sitting there in absolute pain from the surgery, and he was playing like Paper Mario, and forever in my life, I will now associate Paper Mario with that pain. And in the same way, now I will forever associate Sonic, the remastered version, with the pain of my
Sonic
septum surgery.
X Shadow Generations.
That's
I
a
need you.
mouthful.
I need you to say the whole name.
Abishi, I have sneezed, but I've been very deliberate about sneezing with my mouth open. I know it's gross, but Like I've been pretty good, and even though I was concerned, now that the splints are out, I don't really have as much of a concern. But it's
Paul,
been okay.
at the time, he didn't spend the night. I don't think that you spent the night.
I might
in Secaucus.
no.
I don't
Well,
think you did.
how did I get home then?
Maybe
You
I
drove
drove
me
you?
home.
Yeah, like I picked you up, brought you home. Cleo
Yeah,
helped you.
I can't believe I stayed in my apartment by myself.
Yeah.
That was
No, you
stupid.
were by yourself because then when I woke up,
I
when
was
you
at
woke
my
up the one
parents
day,
for a little bit.
you like threw up blood and called the ER.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I left my parents.
Opened.
I left my parents' house, and then because I didn't want to be there anymore, I went to my apartment. But then I spent the majority of that time at your mom's house. But I slept at my house alone, which is weird.
Paul, she's very cool. Steve, I completely broke Chris to this in this joyful game that I played. I'm trying to show him like, look at how cool this is. This level's in 2D. Now look at this same level is now in 3D remastered. That's so cool. And meanwhile, he's just glazed over, has no clue what the hell's going on. Then the next game that I actually beat before Sonic. Yeah. So Thursday, all of Thursday, I played Star Wars Outlaws. Now, I didn't just beat it on one day. I had been playing Star Wars Outlaws for like a long time. And I was finally at the point where like I can kind of get to the end. Now, what Star Wars Outlaws is like kind of, I'm going to say this, but I don't know if it's accurate, a little bit of like a Grand Theft Auto-y take on Star Wars. In the sense that like I can go randomly up to like a group of people, do something bad, and then like the Empire is now out to get me, and I can fly off the planet. They're still trying to get me. I can go to another planet. They're still trying to get me. There's a lot of really cool things that happen there. I have really strong positive opinions of Star Wars Outlaws while understanding that it's basically like a bug-filled game. There's many things I would change, but overall it felt like Star Wars. The story was gasp-worthy cool. I loved every moment of the story elements. The gameplay is a little bit hit or miss. The AI is dumb as fuck. Dumb. I mean, I can walk up just out of eyesight of like a stormtrooper, and as long as they don't see me, I can just bash their head with my fist and they die. Why are they wearing a helmet?
Well,
I don't
that's
understand.
sort of Star Wars, like Stormtrooper.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's comically like Star Wars, but other than that, like if you remove that, if you like let yourself go of the reality of this all, it's a very fun game with 4 very full featured planets. There's space in between that you can fight in. There's a lot of cool elements. And I'm telling you, the story is very much, it feels to me like it hits all of the correct Star Wars beats, like where it's sort of comedy, sort of silly, sort of serious. Suddenly there's like a point where your little friend Nix, your little animal friend, he gets abducted by people. I was like, absolutely not. I need to finish this mission and kill those people right now. You know, you can make choices that affect things, but it doesn't affect things as much as you wish they could affect things, like, or as you hope they would affect things. So overall, I think that I recommend Star Wars Outlaws, especially with some of the updates that they've done. So those were the 2 games that I beat.
Chow had an AMA about the surgery. Do you think your nose looks different or the same? So Chow, that's a good question. Out externally, totally the same. Like I don't think that it looks any different.
Is Eloise by you over there? She's just walking weird, and I just want to make sure she's okay.
No, she's not here.
Oh, is she over there?
No, she's not behind me.
Eloise, what are you
Eloise,
doing?
what a goofball. Yeah, no, totally looks the same, I think. I'm a little gross, but my nose holes are completely different, though.
They're huge.
No, like I can see into them.
Yeah, no, like the hole is bigger.
Is it?
Yeah, like it's correct now. Like I think in the past when we took the photo, they were misshapen.
Oh yeah, no, they're even now.
Yeah,
so like
that's what I mean.
This one, wait, I don't know. One of them was smaller than the other, or like angled toward the other, but they're even now. But inside my nose, I'm saying. Inside my nose,
what's going on there?
No,
you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is inside my nose is like cavernous now.
Yeah, WeFlaps has the question that's important because you have an opinion on this.
Wait, there was one other thing that I wanted to just So that covered Chow, and then what did I? Oh, I answered a B sheet.
You should make nose hole prints for Christmas now that they're perfect.
Oh, Bastet asked for Muskrat Lovin'. Bastet, we missed it, but thank you for 2 years with us. The fun has arrived. More
excuse me.
importantly, though, you guys are back. Thank
I
you.
literally said all of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're still out of it. You're still out of it. Oh, little cheddar.
So what is
WeFlap said,
WeFlaps?
reporting live from WeFlaps News. This question is for Chris M. Since your surgery, have you noticed that Eliza's farts smell worse than you previously thought? The people want to know.
Okay, this is a really great question. I don't think I realized that I didn't really have much of a sense of smell.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really remarkable.
No, he walked in and was like, we went to IHOP one day and he was like, when he was feeling better.
So I got my splints out on Monday.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
And we went to IHOP afterwards.
Because now the moment the pressure was released, it was like a little bit better. And he was like more with it. And we're like, let's go eat something. And so we went to IHOP. He comes back in the bathroom.
No, I came back from the bathroom and I was like, it's weird because like I didn't realize that the bathrooms just have this constant smell of chemicals and
It's
that
like I smelled soap and chemicals.
yeah, and that the soap that I like the moment that I just put it on my hands and I like did this soap smell.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
normal.
what the hell?
That's normal.
And so then I like all of that happened. Like we sat down, I feel like things tasted differently. Like I was able to
he didn't
taste
like
things.
something sweet because it was too sweet.
Yeah,
I
it was
think
like
his palate's going to be off.
it was really weird. It's like I can't believe how much my sense of smell has increased.
I
since
cooked
then.
broccoli tonight, and guess what? Halfway through the cooking process, he was like, "It smells like farts in here."
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's broccoli, or not broccoli. The other one, Brussels sprouts. And he apparently never really smelled Brussels sprouts before. So Jen wants to know if I've started showering more. I have showered more than, not every day, but more than I had in the past. Just out of fear that now all of a sudden
Can I
he's gonna be
smell
like,
my deodorant? I don't know that I
what?
like.
You can't.
I mean, I didn't like. I
Did
didn't
you put any on the past couple of days?
I
Because
don't
like if
think
I'm not
so.
leaving, I don't normally put it on.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I've put it on.
So when you put, just smell it. Smell the thing.
No,
You
but I
will
mean,
smell
like
it. It's
what
pretty serious.
things that I didn't realize that rooms in the house have kind of like different smells associated with them.
The laundry room smells like a thing.
Yeah, and we went down the bread aisle, and I was like, it smells like bread here.
Yeah, I was like, it's because it's the bread aisle. Yeah.
yeah, like all of these things I didn't know
That's
were
what
a
I
thing.
said, Steve. I literally said those words. I'm like, Chris, what if you no longer like red wine and now what you really like is white wine?
It's really kind of surreal. It's like
Yeah. Yeah, Sean, I mean, unless I'm like actively going out and like meeting people, I don't wear deodorant. Unless it's like, for whatever reason, I haven't showered. But even, no. I mean, it's not like, I don't think there's anything like a noticeable smell, I don't think. But if I'm out, if I'm leaving the house and Chris is not, or if I'm leaving the house and seeing someone other than Chris, I will wear deodorant.
That's a good question, Beach. I wonder if they will be worse or better now. But
You gotta try one.
I mean, genuinely, like the smell thing is pretty remarkable.
It's insane,
and it's
yeah.
been like, I mean, I don't know if it was just because my nose was constantly stuffy, like before the surgery, but having things just like randomly appear without deliberately like putting them to your face to smell,
Yeah.
it's weird. So yeah.
What
I
is
mean,
a
I think-
sink pisser? That I don't do. I don't piss in the sink.
Oh, is that because you don't put deodorant on?
Yeah, but still. What does that mean?
I don't know. I wonder if my allergies will be different now.
I don't know. I lather myself in deodorant. I never want to be the fat, smelly girl we all knew at least one of, and it's not me, said Jen.
Jen.
I feel like at some point I just get lazy. I think that's the world that I
Yeah, I'm
live in.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, I've never once felt like I complain. I don't think that we smell. I don't know, but now Chris can smell, so like he has a
No, I'll tell you if I can smell.
you know.
No, I feel like my smell has been locked up. I have the smell of like a newborn baby. Like it's been protected for years. And now as a 41-year-old man, I'm finally getting it. And
Oh, you're 41?
and I can shut up. And I think that I'm going to just now start at 41 as a newborn baby smell.
So the iPhone 18.1 with AirPods Pro 2, so all of that needs to be in order. If you have all of those things, you can take an at-home hearing test, and it is a clinically approved like FDA hearing test. And if it determines that you are with hearing loss, you then can use the AirPods Pro as a clinically approved FDA hearing aid, which I think is all remarkable. So I took the hearing test the other day, and I have little to no loss in my ears, in my hearing. Chris
Same.
took the same thing, and he's good too. I have whatever the way it measures the decibels. Mine was like 10 and 9. I guess what it means is like 0 is the base point, and then like the higher that number is, the more you've lost. Chris was like 3 in both ears. I was 10 and 9.
That's
but both
why
of
I'm
them were
always
still
so sensitive when you have the volume in the car.
Chris?
Always.
Chris.
Yeah.
The volume is at like 3 out of 20.
I know, but it's
and you're like, my ears.
yeah, they
you know?
hurt.
So
There was
can
something.
Chris smell it? New segment on the show.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's what I wanted to bring it back to. So earlier we were talking about bean screams, and now that my taste and smell are heightened, I wonder like what would my reaction be to these beans?
You would vomit everywhere.
That's what I'm saying is like if we ever brought them back, would
Yeah.
it just be an absolute out of body experience?
Maybe this will be a
trying
good
it?
segue into returning them. And we also have that new Donkey Kong game that we haven't played for the Switch that could be fun to play with bean screams involved. But we'll see. We'll figure that out. Chow said, wow, I need to get those for my mom. She refused to get hearing aids. So as long as your mom has an iPhone with 18.1, I think those are the requirements. It has to be 18.1 plus the AirPods Pro 2. I'm assuming in the future they're going to release them more. But I think that if she does not want hearing aids, for whatever reason, this is a very cheap way that's like fun because you can also listen to music that also work with hearing aids.
But also, can you use like, so I mean, it could also be like there's maybe, I could imagine a situation where somebody thinks there's a stigma associated with having an hearing
Of
aid.
course, yeah.
But since people wear AirPods all the time, can you wear, say, like one of them, or if you wear two of them or
Yeah,
whatever?
Absolutely.
Then
Because they're dependent. When you take the test, it's ear dependent. So I think if you have one in, you can have the hearing aid portion be on.
Yeah.
They have like really hypersensitive mics. So I think what they're doing is essentially just amplifying the words that people say as compared to the sounds that you
yeah,
hear.
exactly, Chow. I think it just takes the stigma away. Right?
Yeah, completely. Yeah.
And then maybe she just gets comfortable with it and decides that she wants to go, you know, with like something that's
Yeah,
more
Chow, I
permanent.
think that like, look, it's one thing if you or someone says that you think that she has hearing loss, but then maybe if she takes the test and sees like some definitive, like, yeah, like something's wrong, would you like to use these as your hearing aid? That's such an
Yeah.
easy way to handle that.
Oh, Sean, I didn't even know you wore
know?
hearing aids. Yeah,
So-
see, there should be no stigma.
There should be
associated
no
with
stigma.
it. People
Absolutely
wear
not.
people wear glasses all the time, right? Like,
Why
it's
in the
like,
hell,
Why do we
like-
care that people wear hearing aids?
4 eyes because of that bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
4 ears? I've never heard that one.
when do people ever wear? I mean, I don't even. Do people say 4 eyes anymore? No.
Children are awful.
Yeah.
Children
They
are awful. That's what I think. You know, we found some inexpensive TV amplifiers on Amazon for my father-in-law when he couldn't afford hearing aids. They worked well for him. Wow, that's wild.
Aw, that's a great
Also,
solution.
my uncle is against Apple, and he's your uncle.
Yeah, I feel like they've elevated beyond four eyes to more hurtful things, like Chrissy said.
Absolutely horrible things.
Yeah.
Cyberbullying. When I asked my question Remember I told you that in my one class, I asked the question of, I forgot what it was. We were talking about like some open-ended stuff, and I had said something about like, why is this bad?
Steve.
It was like, why is this bad? This is why, Steve. Why is this bad? And what the thing was a cyberbullying situation. So essentially the question, if you just look at it, was like, why is cyberbullying bad? And when I tell you that like 95% of the class said cyberbullying is not bad and it's sometimes needed because it builds the character and gives you strength and all of that. And I said to them all, I'm like, you have to understand, I feel like I'm living in a twilight zone right now, hearing you all say this is a good thing. You understand what you're saying?
Well, it's a
This
good
is
thing so that they
wild.
don't get in trouble. But if they ever had it done to them, it would not be a good thing.
Of course. But that's what I'm saying. When that kind of behavior is what's normalized in schools, then the children are awful, you know?
Oh, Tammy, that's great. So I think the other thing, like, so we both did the hearing test on the iPhone, and so now we have our baselines too.
Yeah,
And
that's
we can-
good. And it's recorded. So we have that in our little health situation.
Yeah.
You know? So then one day if I do it again, and I genuinely thought like, not that I was going to have like significant hearing loss, but because I don't think I do, but I just knowing what life I lived when I was younger of like going to loud bars, having my brother be a loud DJ, playing or listening to music in my headphones very loudly. I'll never forget one of the first times I slept over Chris's house and I was listening to music on the not AirPods where they're isolating, but it was like the ear pods, the ones that just sit in your ear. So if you have the music loud enough, like people next to you can hear. And I was listening to my music at like my appropriate volume when I was younger, next to Chris. And Chris was like, "You have that too loud, turn it down."
No,
Okay, Dad.
Yeah,
And I was pissed.
Yeah.
So then I lowered it, just fine, whatever. And then I was always very conscious of that as I would listen to music next to him. And I think that was helpful.
No, I mean, I
the grand scheme
never
of things.
enjoyed listening to loud music on my headphones or in my car.
No, you're a little too dramatic.
A little dramatic,
I mean, a little
but
dramatic.
at the
The
same,
music's, like I said, 3 out of 20. My ears, it hurts.
I just don't understand the purpose. If you hear
feel
it,
You
no.
feel it in you.
No.
You vibrate with the music. You're
No.
one with the music. Oh, another fun fact about the iPhone 18.1. If you play with music haptics, turn music haptics on, most songs play the like song in like vibration mode. I don't know how to explain it, but it works and it's cool and it's fun. It's not something like you need to do, but it's just a fun little feature. That was it.
Yeah, it feels like if you have like bass in something and it's just mimicking the bass.
Sure. Yeah. But I think what's cool is like if you are hard of hearing or fully like unable to hear, you can still kind of like hear a song in the way the haptic feedback is. It's very cool.
Dr. House, like genuinely, I think we're the same person. I mean, swear to God, like when we were talking about, I mean, there are so many
Dr.
things,
House.
but like you having an interest in going to Cosmics and like it just being there, your interest in like building things in mine, like there's a lot of like real strong similarities.
What's the thing I can do to show what's on my phone on here? Do we have that? Because Eloise is right here and it's the cutest thing.
Yeah, just plug it in like to that. Oh, I don't know.
No, don't we have like the NDI thing? I mean, if it's too much work, we don't have to do it.
I don't
We
know.
don't have to do it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Anyway, Eloise, if you just imagine Eloise being all cute to my right here, she's really cute. And I don't know why she's down here. I fed them, I guess, a little earlier than normal today. And I don't know if her clock is like, I need my food. I don't know, you know?
So, speaking of Dr.
Oh, and a
House.
side note, Cosmics is dead. Wow.
Oh,
you know what else is
really?
dead?
That's sad.
You know the Dunkin' that I was really worried about?
I feel
No
like-
one is there. No one is there.
Well,
it's a
stupid
mistake.
location.
It's a mistake
yeah,
of a
it's
Dunkin'.
stupid location.
You know?
You think it's going to close?
No, I don't think so. I mean, Dunkin's kind of killing it right now.
They are doing well. I'm
Yeah.
not really a huge Dunkin' fan, but they do have some nice options.
I love Dunkin'. I think I've become a hardcore Dunkin' person. I like a lot of their stuff. I like their donuts. I like their coffee. I like their food items. I don't love their bagels, and I know you got a bagel the other day. To me, their bagel is plastic.
Yeah, no, it is plasticky, but
No, not plasticky. Plastic.
I don't know where that would be.
No, I don't think it's there. I think it's in the right. I think it's in there. That one. You know, I don't know, but it's fine. We don't have to worry about it. The other big news.
Wait, I wanted to. This one.
Yeah. So what do? I guess quit that.
Yeah, open that camera.
What is it? ND? No. NV? What is the thing? ND?
OBS cam.
Oh, OBS.
Let's show it.
Okay, I have it on.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, wait, but I switched it. Is that not switching because of me?
It should switch.
Anything?
Yeah,
Aha!
there you go. Eloise!
Eloise!
What are you doing, Eloise?
What are you doing?
Bernie.
Eloise.
Why is she being so weird?
Look at me. Picture in picture.
Okay, I wanted to. Good. Are you?
Wait, show me your gloves.
Oh, yeah. Look at these.
Can we look up your
gloves
nose holes?
if you want? It's probably crusty though. Okay, like I don't think you realize after you get this surgery how many boogers you produce.
I would like to not think about the amount of boogers I produce.
What am I doing? Just wearing these?
Yeah, just show them. Can you show this thing? Just show us your whole outfit. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, just don't hit my face. I'm so terrified that I'm gonna get hit in the nose.
Bernie. My sexy horny devil.
Yeah. Okay, so
Bernie.
special announcement.
Wait, what's this all about? Stop. You could stop this.
I don't know what day it's going to be, but it's going to be someday this week. We have to talk to Dr. House about it. So Dr. House told us about this new game that's coming out or that's out in preview right now, called Fast Food Simulator.
Yeah.
Elias and I played it as a preview last night for like 30 minutes, I think.
And already it was like, I need a burger.
Give
me the tray. Clean up. It was intense.
You guys can think of it as supermarket simulator that we played, but with like 4 players.
Yeah.
And so Dr. House is going to play with us. We'll figure out a time that like which day works for him. And then Elias and I will play, and potentially a 4th person can also play.
So if someone has,
it's a free download on Steam, on a PC, and I think it could be a ton of fun. Because you could like take orders. Somebody could be working the dining room. Somebody can work the grill.
I do well with cleaning up delivering the food. I know where the tables are, and I know how to clean up. The thing I do not know how to do is make the burgers, and Chris is good at it. But the thing you need to do better is make them faster and more accurate, because there were people pissed when I brought their burgers out. And they were like, why did this take so long? And they literally stood up and walked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So
Brittany, kind of like that, but more like 3D. So like 3D perspective.
Yeah, Weeflap said I could finally put my 1 year of fast food experience to work. There you go.
Yeah. Weeflaps, if you play with us, I mean, I was really vibing with the McDonald's history.
You were doing it.
I was like, I am back in my mode.
So if any one of us is free, likely Sunday, I think we said. I don't know if that's like too soon to talk about this. Here's the deal,
let's
folks.
figure out what works with Dr. House, because it was his idea. So
no, totally. But here's the deal. I'm saying with us streaming, the deal is this: we are on Friday going to pick up the Airstream. On Friday night, we will be staying over at the Airstream headquarters so that we don't drive at night. in our Airstream. We cannot stream from there because there will be no internet. All right. Therefore, no stream on Friday. On Saturday, the deal that we have to do, what happens, we need to wake up early and drive the Airstream up to Camp Muskrat and figure the hell out how we're going to get the Airstream back on the property without 3.5 hours of work. We have this new little like thing that will help guide the Airstream.
Let's see if it helps. Yeah.
It's still a thing. So I don't know. I don't want to say that there will be a stream on Saturday, but I'm off on Monday and the rest of this week coming up because of, I don't know why. Just every year we have off this week. So we might end up staying up there into Monday, which means we might stream on Sunday night. And once we're all settled and everything is back to normal, we're all back to normal. Everything is fine. The repairs took a long time, Tammy, because they couldn't get the one part, which was the refrigerator. The repairs actually were all done very quickly. And once they got the fridge, it was like also very quick.
Yeah.
They said we could go
like,
pick it up and bring it back again.
But
we
I
were
was like, no,
this is too much.
And also Tammy was ready last week, but I just ignored it because I had just had surgery. So like,
yeah, we could have had it ready, but poor Chris and your thing, you know.
Wait,
Sunday
there was
stream would be
something
fun.
else.
Heidi said, what's the problem parking it? The problem parking it is that when we first got the Airstream, misjudged how much length Chris's truck with the Airstream actually is. So the turning radius of making the Airstream available in the position that we have it in is close to impossible. So what we need to do is use this extra tool that helps move the Airstream without the truck to do like a massive K-turn. So we need to like pull in with the Airstream and then do this crazy K-turn and then reorient it so that it is facing the direction we need it to face so that the water and everything is on the right side. That's really the main issue. The first time we did this, it took us 3.5 hours of back and forth yelling, screaming, $4.99, followed by a decision to go eat at that one restaurant that we love to eat at, where the woman fell down the stairs. Yeah. And we were like, I was in anxiety mode, like full heightened anxiety. And I was like, we need to leave. I'm not well. We need to leave. And the people were blocking the exit for us to leave. And I was like, you need to move your car now. Like there's a lot of anxiety that surrounds this idea of us parking this. Hopefully it'll be better. And I think Saturday might be better. But again, I'm just saying, you know,
yeah,
we're going to focus on that.
There was one, so Dr. House said that you can make burgers before opening because they don't go bad.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Then you just have a million burgers.
And then also...
can we move it with the tractor? No, because the tractor does not connect to...
Yeah, it doesn't have like a hitch.
The hitch. But it probably like,
I think
it would be easier because the tractor is like
shorter,
half the size of Chris's thing. But we have this new tool that will move it for us. This little like, it's Tractor Valets, I think the name of it.
We have the hand version of it, but the
poop bucket might come out after this weekend.
Yeah,
like this might be our last weekend where we poop.
Bastet also worked at McDonald's in 1999. Bastet, I think we were probably working there around the same time then. So we were our McDonald's buddies, and I use all of my experience in this game, and it's definitely helpful.
We cannot drive it down into the lawn to turn it and position it because, well, there are two lawns. There's the elevated lawn and the lower lawn. The elevated lawn is where we're doing this crazy K-turn. The lower lawn, we cannot do it because both entrances to the lower lawn are incredibly steep, and it would bottom out if we were to do that. So that's the bigger problem. My dad wants to one day work with us to build like a giant sort of like a loop that allows you to do like a pull in and exit thing, but we don't have that yet. So until we have that, this is the way we're going to do it. That's what's going to happen. How did your garden do this year? Tammy, we might go up there and have the most plentiful crops of the whole world. We don't know. Our cucumbers were fantastic, but we haven't been up there in 4 weeks now or so.
But everything else was a total bomb.
Yeah, everything
but
was
I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll have a ton of peppers when we go up there.
So we'll see.
We haven't been up in so long because we haven't had the Airstream.
We haven't had the Airstream. You had your surgery. It was like a whole lot of stuff.
No, it's crazy.
You know,
Jen comes next week.
So yeah, and stealing Bernie.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Not that she's stealing Bernie.
Well,
but
we
that,
might not even have like democracy next week. So how quickly you think it'll fall?
like a day.
I mean, I'm not even being like hyperbolic, but like if it does go the wrong way, I'm curious how quickly it'll be and what will actually day to day change. First of all, we won't be married. I give it within a term, like we won't be married anymore, which I think is
4
insane.
years. Yeah, no, I think
Like
they've
within
already,
4 years.
Yeah, they've already planted.
Which I
this.
can't even believe like I'm saying, because no other heterosexual couple will ever have to worry about that. And we are currently in the same set of laws. So how do you just discriminate one group? You know?
Yeah.
It's insane. So anyway, that's that. I think it's a wrap.
Yeah.
We need to take one photo. So just I need you to put your thing up. I'm gonna put my mask on.
I need to put my gloves on.
Hold on.
Oh, is that your Dr. House? Was that your previous recommendation? Yeah, we could totally read. What is he? Supreme Blinks? All right, let's do this. We haven't had a giveaway in a while because I don't even think I gave it away on our last stream, did I? I don't remember sending anything out. Or maybe I did. We did the pictures.
Oh, this is creepy, isn't it?
It's very Day of the Dead style.
What is Day of the Dead?
Like Coco.
Oh. Show your this thing.
Oh my god, you're so obsessed with my stick.
I mean, how much cooler is that?
Okay, so giveaway is going to be that plus.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh my god, speaking of the devil being happy tonight, we just watched Long Legs. It's just like the new Nicolas Cage movie.
Chris,
Or
you see
something?
it, so therefore it's the new Nicolas Cage movie. It's
Is
like
it
a year old.
Oh, it's a year old. Oh, wow.
Yeah. It just came out. Well, I don't know if it's a year old, but it's a big movie.
But it's rent only, so it's got to be relatively new.
Yeah, but I mean, still, it's not like a new movie. But
it is terrifying.
really, really good. I highly
It's
recommend it.
very good, very good, but-
I have to say, there has been a significant. Yes, that's what I told Chris, Heidi. There is a scene. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a scene where two people meet, and the director told her she's not allowed to see the other actor at all until that scene happens. And so, because I think he got a real like visceral reaction, very, very cool. But the other thing I wanted to say is, what did I want to say?
I don't know. What did you want to say?
It was about the movie. Oh, I posted on my own personal Instagram, like a quick little review of it. And then I also said that I refuse to watch a movie without first checking doesthedogdie.com. So for folks who don't know, I'm going to share this very big revelation. If you go to doesthedogdie.com and type in a movie, it'll tell you a couple of things. The most important thing.
Oh, wait, hang on. Folks, I didn't realize folks were already entering. If you guys could just re-enter, please. Only people I have right now are Abishi Bean, then Molly, Dr. House, and Bastet. So if you entered, please enter again.
Yes, Heidi, I think absolutely. I think she's a fantastic actress, the girl in the movie. So
Is she in anything else? Because she was really good.
she was really good. I don't know. I don't really know her. But does the dog die? It tells you multiple things. The most important thing is if there's an animal, does the animal die? Hence, doesthedogdie.com. If the animal gets hurt or die, it will tell you. And specifically, people comment on like what happened, so you can make a decision, an informed decision as to whether or not that's like up your alley. For me, it's a no. If it's something happens, I will just say to Chris, no, like we're not watching it.
No,
We're
it's
gonna tell
always,
him.
here's my questions. He says,
That was the girl from It Follows. That's another really good
Really?
movie. Oh my God, what a good movie. Okay.
Oh, okay. So yeah, my questions to you every time that we watch a scary movie: does the dog die say?
Yeah.
And how gory is it?
As in, does the dog die? Like, not specifically a dog, but like, is there any animal abuse in it? Of course, there's never animal abuse. Really, it's more like the fake version, which still is not a no go for me. People will die. Whatever, I'm fine with that. It's if an animal gets hurt, absolutely not. And then people will even comment. So in this movie, there is a scene where there's an empty apartment that they found, and they found a cat. So they just have the cat in a carrier for like 2 seconds that you see the cat in the carrier, and that's it. So all is well. You're out of sight, out of mind. You don't have to even worry about it. But then it does other
100%
things.
Dr. House. I can't do it.
It does things like trigger warning. So if there's a particular thing that triggers you, you can look at that and be like, you know what, this deals with X situation. I'm not going to watch that. And I don't want to watch it because of that. So what I wanted to say is, after posting that on my Instagram, I can't even tell you how many people have reached out with like, oh my God, I didn't know this is a thing. Thank you so much. This is incredible.
Oh,
so
really?
many people.
Yeah, no,
Not
I
even
think it's great.
Giacomo responded to my story and was like, oh my God, incredible. I didn't know. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm doing the work here. This is crazy.
Yeah, the real work.
Brian Balthazar, all these, what are they called?
Upper echelon people.
Verified check marks.
Yeah.
Message me. Oh my God, I didn't know. I'm like,
As
you're
you said,
welcome.
this week's Abbott Elementary is LOL.
We need to catch up. We're behind the
Yeah,
whole
it's
season.
such a good show.
Yeah, such a good show. I saw a clip of a squirrel falling far and swiped to Twitter before anything happened. Oh, thank you. There you go. Me too.
Yeah.
I would never.
No,
have been
I
able to
can't
watch
do
that.
that.
For me, does the animal die, and does a child get kidnapped or die? That
I wonder if that
you could look through, if you wanted to do a little experiment. If you know that there's a movie that happens in that you'd refuse to watch, look that movie up on Does the Dog Die and see what triggers are on there. Because that's great, to know. Yeah, Brittany, I'm telling you, it's so good. It's simple, it's informative, and it gets right to the point, like real quick. The most important thing for me is, does the dog die? Does the animal die? The moment we're watching a movie and a dog barks or a cat meows,
Pause.
I'm in. Pause right away.
Figure it
Does the
out,
dog
yeah.
die?
The other thing, speaking of scary movies, and Halloween.
So Bass, that's a no for me.
What?
Go ahead.
Uma? And
Yeah, Bass,
chickens?
that's mentioned on Instagram that she just watched Uma, I don't know how to pronounce it, and said it's great. It's a really scary movie. So now that we're having this conversation about does the dog die, she's saying it does have chickens, and yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a no. Speaking of vegetarian foods,
Wait, Beach, we have a line of people we're rating. So you'll be added in next. The first one we're rating is Dr. House's recommendation as per last time. And then next time, if Exo Queen is playing, that's the next on the list. So
Yeah.
please let us know, Beach.
Yeah, and Beach, listen, if you guys have a recommendation,
That takes precedence.
Gay, straight.
Unless they're homophobic, then of course we don't want to.
I don't think anybody who's on who we trust on our stream.
1,000%. I'm just kidding.
So Halloween tomorrow, because of surgery and everything, it was like a last minute scramble to get candy. Got same day delivery from Costco, and now we have candy for tomorrow, and I'm so excited.
Where is Eloise? What is she doing? She's starving.
Yeah, thanks, Costco.
And we need to reschedule movie night. We really thought we were going to get it done this weekend. And I know I keep pushing this off, but like when I tell you, I said to Chris at the beginning of the week and to all of you that if Chris, oh my God, there he is yawning.
No, I mean, I feel like I haven't slept all week, and last night was my first normal sleep.
We were telling you all that if Chris was up for even just chatting, like through Discord, and he was not. Not that he said anything. I just never brought it up because I knew.
No,
he
I wouldn't have
wasn't
been
okay.
able to do it.
We're not okay,
All right,
So
let's
Mochi
pick-
Man, Chad was watching Mochi Man yesterday. I love Mochi Man.
Yeah, no,
Mochi
he's
Man
a
is
sweetheart.
So sweet.
He's such a good person.
All
All right, let's see who's going to win. So whoever wins this will win.
Katie's going out tomorrow and getting lit.
Amazing. You'll win a signed stick or a signed picture, and then your choice of any of the prizes on exclamation prizes. And
cheeks
this
look
will be the last time that we give out, I've been saving. I haven't given them every time if we
The spooky
didn't announce
one?
it. But I will give one a spooky sticker
Okay.
for this one because it's the one before Halloween.
So one winner right now. One winner, a
We
photo.
can do 2 winners, right? It's
up to you.
Halloween. One for trick and one for treat.
Are they both getting the same thing?
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
And the winner is
J-Cat!
Chris, is this all new?
Yeah, they updated it. That's why I
This
was like
looks
typing
cool.
things. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
J-Cat, congratulations. Fill out the form ! Winner.
Hey, so look, you could just do re-roll there.
Can I, or does it leave J-Cat in it?
No, I think it's a re-roll.
Okay, well.
Okay, do it again.
and the winner
Oh,
is
jump
I
the
didn't-
gun. Brittany!
Brittany!
Congratulations!
Brittany, you're a winner. Congratulations.
You're a winner, baby!
Yeah, fill out the form ! Winner.
All right, so we are rating. I need the name once more, please. Zombie
Supreme.
something?
Supreme.
Oh.
Wait, now I gotta find it.
Supreme. Supreme what?
Oh, Supreme Blinks with a Z.
Blinks. I see. Phasmophobia. There they are. Supreme Blinks.
Okay, folks.
Spoopy Wednesday.
I want to just say before we raid, every time that we raid, you guys always represent the community so great, are welcoming to the to their community, and so not sweet to the streamer. It's like it just really warms my heart. So thank you
Yeah.
guys first for just being wonderful people. We missed you so much. Brittany, you won a signed picture and any prize that you want, plus the spooky.
Oh,
Muskrat
you're
Nation
going
sticker.
whole hog.
Yeah, all 3 for
Oh.
J-Cat and
Got it.
for Brittany.
And Chow, I will, assuming we don't get divorced on Saturday, I will attempt to make some sort of video inclusive of drone footage, but that's going to be really dependent on like how mindful we are of like what's going on. Cause I got to tell you that very first time was rough, and I'm obviously kidding about like us fighting and stuff, but there really is a lot at stake in those moments. So if we are comfortable, I'm going to be recording some content to let you know and show you why.
Yeah, we have to
this
have
is
a
thing.
game plan because we have to mow the lawn before we go into it.
I have
So,
a whole thing.
okay.
I know exactly
Yeah,
what to do.
good. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So
I hope
thank
we get
you,
trick-or-treaters
Steve.
too.
We're glad we're back. We hope we get trick-or-treaters. I don't think we will. I will probably end up giving all the gifts, the things away to my students on Friday. So we can bleep the video. To your left, you mother beep.
Have a happy Halloween. Everyone stay safe. Katie, get lit.
Lit. Get lit.
Have fun, but stay safe.
Yes.
And I missed you guys.
I miss you too. I'm
so
starting the
much.
raid. So in 10 seconds, we will be ready to raid. And then I'm going to start the raid. And then we're going to be off. And then that's it. So thanks, folks, for tuning into another episode of Airstreamers. We love you so much. We're so happy to be back. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye, everyone.